prayers will be offered by Schaefer Church and the First Methodist Church of Brown.
Right. Stand up here. That's right. Yeah. Thank you all for having us. Please pray with me. Lord, I thank you for another morning. Lord, I thank you that we are in a place, we live in a place where we can discuss the problems facing our community and work together to solve them. And Lord, I pray that's exactly what happens this morning. Thank you for these leaders and for these community members, and I pray you just give them wisdom and discernment and clear direction as they serve our community, God. And Lord, help us always just to hear from you and focus on you, Jesus. And it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Joel. We can't hear you. Try again.
Right now,
Oh, that's much better. There you
I was trying.
go. Yeah.
Minutes from the previous meeting, did I see that? I looked for the minutes and didn't see them for the 11th. The 10th and 11th, are they? Well, I've looked and I don't find them, so, okay, I believe you, but I just,
The 10th was the regular meeting, and the 11th was just a workshop.
well, is there a motion to approve the minutes that I have not seen?
Make a motion to approve the minutes from the 10th and 11th meetings.
I'm just going to do it as a unanimous.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. All right. Is there a treasurer's or auditor's report today? No. Is there any action to be taken on the burn ban? No action on the burn ban. Then we come to employee changes, Commissioner Wayne Shaw.
Yeah, I've got a road hand and mechanic, been with us about 4 years. Honestly, I thought this had already been done, so we raised those other heads to the top, you know. But anyway, I want to raise him to the top salary, road hand, 46,640 up to 51,975. Named Terry Brown, he saves a lot of money on mechanic.
What's his name?
Terry Browder, I'll make a motion to approve this.
Sure.
Increase in salary.
So how much?
To 51,975.
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the second.
Shaw, I mean, Treywick seconded. Okay, item B is Commissioner Larry Treywick, employee changes.
I am hiring a new hand, starting salary of $40,000. And he'll be on a 90-day probation. After that, he'll get another bump. His name is Raymond Ryan. I don't even know how to spell it. I mean, say it. REINLASODER. And I make a motion to approve that. He started today.
A motion and a second for the new hire at 40,000, 90-day probation for Larry Treywick. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. And employee changes, we have Cheryl Jones, District Clerk.
Yeah, I've got a girl leaving at the end of the month, and I've got a new one coming in at 23,000.
That's beginning July 1st or what? I mean, you said end of the month, July 1st. You have, okay. Let's see here. Fall behind on paperwork here. There.
Clerk leaving is making
Five.
35,000. And one coming in is gonna start at
33.
33,000. For sure.
Was that a motion?
I move you approve employee changes in the district clerk's office.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Okay. There are no resolutions or presentations. There are no public hearings. Business to be discussed and considered for approval. Item A, consideration of possible approval of action regarding AT&T FirstNet agreement for AT&T Control Center, presented by Sam Goldsmith.
Yes, sir. Good morning. This is a formality that needs to come to your, Brown County's already on AT&T. We're trying to set up a sub account for that would be used in the future for additional data services for like computers, et cetera. It is normally a $1,425 cost one time, but AT&T's waiving that charge. So it's a $0 cost, and when we do decide to add things, they'll be added at the FirstNet contract rate of $30 per month, or $38 per month, depending on what we're adding. So there's zero cost to the county today. This is a letter that I have to send to AT&T from the county judge's office, so it does need action from the court to approve it. Be happy to answer any questions you have.
Is this the contract, I guess?
That's just the forms. There's not technically a contract. It's just a bunch of forms that have to be filled out. And then on the very last page is the form letter that would have to be put on county letterhead and sent to AT&T to kind of add this to your existing AT&T agreement. There's already an AT&T contract on file. This is just updating them.
Is there a motion to enter into this agreement with AT&T FirstNet?
I make most to enter into agreement with AT&T.
FirstNet.
I got one from
Yeah, first.
FirstNet.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. There's that.
Okay, ask Sam, what do you need on this today? Did you say today this needs to be signed
It
by the
doesn't,
judge?
it doesn't have to be signed today. It'll just have to be put on letterhead from the judge's office and
Okay.
signed at a future date.
Okay.
This is not time sensitive at this point.
You need it.
Yep, and I'll get you the word templates that you want to retap all of that. Thank you.
Item B is consideration of possible approval of action regarding considering competitive purchase agreement with Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program, presented by Sam Goldsmith.
Yes, sir. So this is in y'all's packet. Sourcewell is much like DIR, or TIPS. It's just another competitive purchasing agreement. The county can participate in this at zero cost. It does require, well, technically Sourcewell does not require that you enter into the agreement. However, I needed it formalized if the court did elect to take, to do business with Sourcewell. It just allows us another tool for discounting when we go to purchase things. And there are several things that are on Sourcewell, so if you come across that in your commissioner precinct needs, you'll be able to take advantage of this as well. It's a two-page agreement there that we provided last week for review. There is no cost to it. It just requires a signature by the county judge in order to enter into it upon commissioner court approval. We have to answer any questions.
I've used Sourcewell on purchasing a tractor stuff already. Yeah,
It's possible that the county has used this before.
we have.
You technically do not have to have this agreement on file in order to take advantage of the discounts. And when I worked with Sharon to research, and actually I used your website a lot to research if there'd ever been an agreement that went through court, we couldn't find one on file. That's completely normal. I just wanted y'all to approve this so that it's officially on file so that we know we can use them in the future if needed. Because it's anything on Sourcewell has already gone through a competitive bidding process, which allows you to take advantage of those discounts without incurring.
I actually have
laser costs. cost.
I actually have 4 pages here that have to do with that.
Yes, sir. The second page is what has to be signed, and it just outlines, there's the agreement's 2 pages, and then there's an organizational where we'll fill out the tax ID and all that information. And the 4th page just shows that you're taking advantage of this as a government, specifically county government.
Well, is there a motion to enter into the purchasing agreement with Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program?
I move we approve the agreement with Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program.
Have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand.
Thank you for your time today.
Can I sign that for you there?
You absolutely can. Yes, sir.
Is that right here?
Yes, sir. And just sign and date that, and I'll get a copy of it from Ms. Ferguson. Thank you.
I guess. Item D, no, I'm sorry, item C, discussion and possible approval of purchasing 4 Tahoes through American Leasing for the Brown County Sheriff's Department, presented by Sheriff Deputy James Stroop. It looks at, and Sheriff Hill, apparently, is here.
Wasn't sure I was gonna be here this morning. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
How are you?
As I was talking to y'all the other day about the 4 vehicles we got word that just landed, that they are after Doug Rivers. We got a bill through the AMLC lease purchase quote that we've been using. The price per each unit is $81,488. That's with the equipment installs, the radars, the new camera systems for Motorola, and then $150 per unit document fee. So it comes to $81,488 per unit. The total payments for 4 years is gonna be $93,764 per year. This payment will not affect this year's budget. The payments will start in December of this year. So there'll be no effect on this year's budget, but it will be for the next 4 budgets after this.
But it's $90-some thousand a year for 4 years for 4 vehicles.
Yes, sir. And that's with the $1 buyback at the end of 4 years.
Now, y'all
So
work,
instead
y'all
of
have-
spending 80 for nearly 300 and something thousand, 320, we're spending 90 for 4 vehicles.
And this is also eligible for the Texas grant funds that renew.
They certainly could be. I'll be taking care of that.
well, y'all had actually met and talked about this for over a year ago, hadn't it?
Oh, yeah.
About a year ago.
At least.
But there's been
Yeah.
a lag in being able to get the vehicles, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one of the problems, when we were buying them a year and a half, 2 years ago, when we can get them, they were $36,000 a unit. Now they're $51,500 per unit.
Just glad you thank for that.
Yes, sir. Speaker, and Senator. That's all I have for you.
Well, I move we approve the purchase of four vehicles for the sheriff's office.
Motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand.
Do you have the lease, or does he have the lease?
No, actually, the lease is coming. I do have the, just invoice sheet there. I'll let you know. Jail report, 153 inmates, 3 of them being contract.
All right, thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you all, appreciate it.
Item D is consideration and action to appoint Mitchell Jacobson to fill the unexpired term as Justice of the Peace, Precinct 1. I don't know what the procedure is here. So you have the oath?
I do, I have all of his stuff, his bond, his bill, his everyone. What do y'all want to
You
do?
can do,
We have to do the oath?
well,
No,
not yet.
not yet.
You've got to swear, we've got to appoint him first before he can be sworn in.
His statement is first.
Okay.
So I move we appoint Mitchell Jacobson to fill the unexpired term of Justice of Peace Precinct 1. That'll be from now until the election in November, and you'll have to be sworn, actually, I think you'll have to be sworn in again at that time. This is for the unexpired term of Doug Hurt.
Yes, but I actually thought, we got his bond for a year. I actually thought it was till he ran again in 2.5 years, but it's not. It's just till November.
Right.
Okay. Well, we got bond for a year.
That's fine.
Okay. I didn't know.
We have a motion. Need a second. Got a second from Larry. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. All right, now,
What do you want to do?
I guess
Sharon can swear him
you
in.
can swear him in, I
This is
believe.
your statement of officer that we have to do first. And if you will just raise your right hand. I, Mitchell Jacobson, do solemnly swear or affirm that I have not directly or indirectly
I have not directly or indirectly
paid, offered, promised to pay,
paid, offered, or promised to pay,
contributed, or promised to contribute
contributed, or promised to contribute
any money or thing of value,
any money or thing of value,
or promised any public office or employment
promised any public office or employment,
for the giving or withholding of a vote
for the giving or withholding of a vote
at the election at which I was elected,
at the election at which I was elected,
or as a reward to secure
or as a reward to secure
my appointment or confirmation,
my appointment or confirmation,
whichever the case may be, so help me God.
whichever the case may be, so help me God.
And this is your statement of officer under penalty of perjury. I declare that I have read the foregoing statement and the facts stated therein are true. I'll let you sign that. Right here.
Right here.
This is your oath of office. I, Mitchell Jacobson,
I, Mr.
do
Jacobson,
solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office of Justice of the Peace Precinct 1,
of the Office of Justice of the Peace Precinct 1,
County Court of the State of Texas,
County Court of the State of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and law of the United States
the Constitution and law of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
And this is his bond that we've got. And I'll let you sign it right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's good.
That's it.
Is that everything? Well, I guess I present you to the new Justice of the Peace of Precinct 1 in Brown County. The last item on the agenda is the payment of bills. Y'all are through reviewing bills. I'll entertain a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. The bills are paid. That completes the agenda, which we are supposed to move immediately into the public workshop, budget workshop. So we have closed the Commissioners Court meeting. Do we have to open our public workshop meeting at 9? Do y'all need a recess for a moment?
Somebody.
Does someone need a recess before we go into the public workshop?